Hi, scholars, and welcome back to Writing with Miss Kitchens. We are now on day 16 of writing. Look at us. We've been persevering ourselves through writing each and every day. Great job for coming back to writing. All right, before we go into writing, Miss Kitchens love to go over the student learning outcomes. Students will be able to understand the power of words make things happen. Students will be able to understand the more reasons provided, the more convincing a piece of writing. Our writing materials, make sure that you have your writing folder to keep your work neat, a pencil, maybe two pencils just in case one pencil breaks, some crayons, your writing paper from yesterday, whether that was on the Cami, and an extra sheet of plain paper just in case you need to add more details to your writing. Here is where I am activating prior knowledge. That means something that we already learned yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about how writers write to make the world better by first seeing a problem, next thinking about the problem, and then writing about the problem. As you can see here, we have an anchor chart that says author's purpose to persuade. This anchor chart is here for you to get a better understanding of what it means to actually persuade. So to persuade means to convince someone to do something that you want to see them doing. Make someone believe in something and or change someone's mind. So when you hear of the word persuade, you might hear of words such as sway, entice, influence, believe, convince. Those are words that are all connected to persuading someone. Here is our friend Pete, who is always trying to persuade people. I know I'm always trying to persuade people, and I bet you do the same too. All right, we have now entered our 10-minute mark of free write. Here is where you're just going to free write about either your problem, adding more details to that problem to make it more convincing. So remember, you already have a problem from yesterday. Now you need to add more details to that problem to make it more convincing to your audience, your readers. Please set a timer for 10 minutes, and I will see you at the 10-minute mark. Happy writing, little writers. Welcome back from your 10 minutes of free write. Okay, so here is where I am going to tell you a story about someone who was very influential. His name is Piper. Now, the goal here is to write in a way to rally people to follow you. And that is something that Piper was very, very creative in persuading people to do. Follow him. Listen up to the story. Once upon a time, there was a man who played his flute, and all the cats in town and people would follow him. It didn't matter where they were. They could be sleeping, at their homes, in their beds, eating food. But once they heard his flute, they came running out to follow after him. Writers, I'm telling you this because if you want to use writing to make the world better, then you need to be a little more like Piped Peter. But you need to make sure that you are getting people to rally with you. That means to follow you. Let's talk about how influential Pipe Peter is right now through his picture. So in his picture, you see he is the first person in line, like all of us love to be the line leader, and he's playing his flute. And as you can see, all the people in the town, all the children really, are following him because of his influence on them. He is persuading them to follow him through playing his flute. Okay? Children, you are not convinced if you do not have someone giving you reasons to why they want you to do something. So it is very important that you look at your writing and make sure that your problem is stated very clearly so that you can have good reasons to why you are trying to convince them in your ideas. All right, so here is my persuasive writing that I wrote. I started yesterday. However, I did a little bit of tweaking because I was like, I don't think I'm convincing people as much as I would like to. So I had to go back into my writing and make it more convincing. So yesterday, as you know, I went through the brainstorming phase. I seen the problem, thought about it, and now I wrote about it. As you can see in the highlighted yellow area, I made sure that I fixed my writing, making sure that I have stated my problem, and which is in the yellow highlighted area. It says, there is a germ that makes people sick, and because of it, we do not have school. That is my stated problem. Next, in the highlighted red area is where I wrote my reasons for my thought about that problem. My first reason for my opinion is because I think people deserve to be healthy. My second reason is children need to go to school to be with their friends. So I stated my problem and I have my two reasons to help persuade my audience, just like Pied Piper did, to follow me. Okay, how can I be successful in today's writing? Make sure today that you go in and think of reasons you want to fix your problem and add them to your writing. Okay? That is very important. You're going to think of two reasons, just two reasons to make you want to fix your problem. And you're going to add them into your writing, just as Miss Kitchens did right here. Your student criteria for success. Students will think of a problem that they would like to change. You already did that yesterday. Students will begin to brainstorm about the persuasive letter they will write. You've done that already yesterday, but if you have not, this is your time to do that to be successful in your writing. Students will come up with two reasons, just two reasons for their persuasive letter. That is all that is required of you today. I am so proud of everything that you've been doing throughout this whole process of writing and learning online. You are all great writers. Keep up the great work. Make those beautiful pictures to match your words. And I will see you back tomorrow for Kindergarten Writing Day 17. Happy writing, little writers.